Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time for some more Powerwash Simulator 2 with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome. Just an update on this game. Now, they have put out that in Q1 there's going to be a DLC and the Caldera County Chronicles, or Chronicles. So there is more stuff coming for this next year, which is awesome. I think we're getting towards the end here because like everybody's kind of put out their theories as to what is going on with the mayor and stuff like that. And yeah, from here we just kind of got to try and suss it out ourselves. So with that said, let's jump into the game, shall we? Now, I did read the translation on the mural, the kind of snaking around one, and it says that there's this long beast that has the gems in its belly. So I'm kind of wondering about the big beast. So yeah, Viola Willis, have you seen it yet? The 18-wheeler in the yard? Grubby as you like, and we know how you like Grubby. I don't like Grubby, that's why I became a power washer, thank you. The two fellas driving it came in a stinking mood, claiming to have driven through a really bad dirt cloud, asking if I got a car wash. I said, firstly, take those angry vibes out of my establishment. And second, no, I do not have a car wash. I do, however, know the county's finest power washer. They said, that'll do. Put down a wedge of nose. I've dropped them in the green room, so you won't be hearing from them for a while. I don't mind saying there's something off about them. The one I spoke to was kind of average looking, but the other one was a straight up Sasquatch. Really? Well, now that's suspicious because that was part of Judy Punch's thing. Was like, yeah, one of the cohorts for the mayor was like they could literally put him in a Sasquatch costume and he'd fit the part. So yeah, let's get in and get this thing hosed down. I am kind of wondering what other little stuff they're gonna have in it afterwards, because like with Powerwash Simulator 1, it was, yeah, they did a fantastic job expanding that one out. All right, first things first, where's our cats? Well, that sounded like a dog, not a cat. Oh, there's Bubbles, just sunning himself on a rock. There's Squeak playing in a tire. All right. Give me the professional one. Also, give me my crosshairs here. Yes. All right. So when you say you put them in the green room, did you mean that you you just put them in there? Are they locked in there? What's the dealio? Surely you didn't abduct them. Oh yeah, before I forget, they said not to look inside. They were quite insistent about that. Not that you can anyway, it's locked. I've already checked. The one Gen 15? I gone 15? Pick up phone? Jefferson the 13th. Oh, why aren't you picking up? You better not have lost your phone again. Where are you? What's taking so long? You did find a truck to pick up Rocky and the bike, right? We need those gems to thrust yesterday. But that bizarre dirtification thing's been happening again. They don't get the washer involved. Here, they already know too much. For goodness sake, no more telling folks about the dirt cloud, okay? Sounds ridiculous. No telling anyone the code's 1234, neither. Right. So we have all the evidence we could ever hope for that, yeah, the mayor did the deed. And sure enough, that was exactly what Rocky was carrying in his hover bike. And they were taking it to Thrust. They were taking him to Thrust. So yeah, she was pretty on par. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't have just used the bike to deliver the gems. Seems like it would have been, a whole lot easier. So the gems are in this truck. Not terribly surprising, honestly. All because the guy forgot to take his phone with him. It's a shame when criminals are stupid. And I find it offensive that he honestly thought that they wouldn't call me to come and take care of this truck. Like, seriously. Who else are they going to call to get the truck cleaned? All right, I think I need to jump up here. Keep jumping. I think our lawyer is gonna, is gonna find these text messages quite illuminating. Although, well, I mean, technically, his phone was left in a public space, so it is technically abandoned property, and we were just trying to find out whose phone it was because, you know, we don't know. So does that mean that it really was Blake Thrust? That Blake Thrust really does have like this, he's building something in the some kind of like a man cave or something in the volcano? Beyond the Pale Tour. Zeno Ellington. Hey y'all, heard Bucket On's tour truck been lifted. They said they might have to pull out of the show unless it's found. You serious? Who was it? Some Luber City wannabe Sab? Well, why else would somebody do it? Because they had something of... Because they had something extremely sensitive that they needed to ship, but they couldn't exactly, legitimately hire the shipping company? So yeah, it's a stolen vehicle. With stolen goods on board. And yeah, I think the main push for, hey, we're gonna have this competition is so that everybody's fighting with one another and ignoring him. So he is still like deep in Thrust's pocket, which isn't terribly surprising. I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually Blake Thrust that was like that had the evidence against the mayor erased, either via very direct application of cash, or he hacked into the police department and was like, yeah, let's just delete this information. So I am kind of wondering how we're going to expose him. Like, how public are we doing this? You over here, thank you. Front wheel. Yep, there it is. All right. That unlocked the back. Well, at least they put a tarp over the bike. open the box when everything's clean. We don't want to infect whatever's in there. Harper Shaw. Hey all, wish he's found some pretty incriminating messages linking the mayor to the theft gem. Yes, I have. Sounds promising, but even if we caught him red-handed, he's still got every lawyer in the county in his pocketbook. Not every lawyer. Hello there, Xavion. Xavion Lesage is even better than Sherman Holmes at the mayor is toast. Go ahead and get the outer or the inner doors here. Chest clip, and all the stuff that's in it. Yeah, see now there's the mysterious, funky like mineral stuff again. Hello there, Moon Mage. Welcome. So we have found out just about everything that that Judy Punch put in her play is actually pretty accurate. The trailer was stolen by somebody who's working for the mayor. They left their phone, which allowed us to catch the mayor's messages saying, "Hey, if you need to get the truck clean, don't use the Powerwash services." And there is very clearly the bike. He even reminded them not to tell people about the code to the trailer, and then don't tell them that the code is 1234. It's like, that's like, you are an idiot. Everybody was just talking about how, oh, well, you know, that we have found some very incriminating text messages from the mayor implicating him in the theft of the gems. We're just trying to get everything cleaned up here before we open the gem, before we open the box. I think we're going to have to open the box in order to get it, in order to get the chest completely clean, because I think we need to do the interior. Merman's gems! Not a moment too soon. I'll organize getting these back in place on the statue. You do that, Harper. Because apparently that's like what you do. And don't forget to turn the chest gem around, okay? Hesseborgs, free your diary, Renson. We've got something huge in Detergento that you're definitely gonna want in on. So yeah, they stole the truck. And then we're like, and then the mayor's just like, yeah, he's just being, well done, Wishy. Thanks to you, Jefferson the 13th is banged to rights and has been stripped of his title. Rocky's confessed, and Xavier Lesage is taking the case. Honestly, never thought we'd see the day. I'm going to meet Sonia at the Merman statue and put the gems back in. Looks like we're going to find out our time-traveling buddy's master plan after all. By the way, you probably didn't have to clean the entire inside after we found the gems. But I admit, I admire your relentless professionalism. Hey, it doesn't do to let, to let standards slip. Surely there's got to be something here, right? There we go. Caldera County Tribune, Justice Jefferson the 13th jettisoned to jail. Dear God's the alliteration. Really? With Jefferson the 13th, the question was never, is he or is he not the county's biggest crook? It was always, is there anyone out there brilliant and honest enough to shun his fiscal advice and build a case so watertight even Jeff the Eel couldn't wriggle free? Well, it turns out there is, and he's called Xavier Lesage. Incredibly, this is the second time trying for Xavier, whose original case was thrown out by a dirty jury. The brilliant attorney had all but given up and gone into hiding, but recently something changed his mind and re-energized him. What that was, we may never know, but thank goodness it did, as with the mayor becoming more brazen by the day, the evidence to put him away for good finally proved too much. For the Muckingham Merman's gems were discovered inside an 18-wheeler linked to the disgraced politician. Oh, we get 2 for this, huh? Lubricity News. Truth officially stranger than fiction. If you needed any more proof that news has surpassed fiction on the weirdo meter, get a bunch of this. You may recall the recent furor surrounding rap group Bucket On. First, there was the public spat over Bucket On. The solo artist was convinced by their management into pivoting into a rap group, only to be unceremoniously kicked out shortly afterwards. Then, when the band was chosen to headline the Bucket Fest and their tour truck subsequently stolen, all fingers were firmly at the disgruntled ex-founder. Well, it turns out that was flat wrong. The Bucket On 18-wheeler was in fact stolen by a stooge of ex-county mayor Jeff Jefferson XIII to transport the stolen gemstones of the Muckingham Merman out of the county. After the previous 3 vehicles he'd attempted to do so in had become inexplicably clogged up by a mysterious dirt storm. So yeah, the blimp was hit by a dust storm. The bike was hit by a dust storm, and then the trailer was fine. Then finally, the trailer was hit with a dust storm. So I think that's what we're looking at here: is the blimp, the bike, the treehouse, where we were first clued in that, hey, this is, we think we know what's going on. The ski slope, the ski resort, which is right on Mount Rushless. Still not sure with this one, with all the animals and stuff. But then you have the trailer, the beast that hides the stones in its belly. All right, so what do you got for me, Detergento? It's like a veil has been lifted, isn't it? With that awful mayor out of the way, we're bringing everyone together tonight for the celebration he always promised but never delivered. The Caldera Festival for everyone. Combining all our talents, it should be really something. Before we do that, though, we need you to wash down a few of the town floats. The Town of the Year rivalry got a bit out of hand towards the end there. We've parked them somewhere nice and quiet for you. By the toilet? Oh, here's all the different animals. Okay. Wait, okay. I was trying to figure out how far around I had to get to. So yeah, there's the goat. There's the peacock. And a mouse in a cup? Apparently this is like the quiet part of town. I mean, obviously they put the toilet in the worst place possible if this is the quiet part of town. Drew, I don't think they're going to give the mayor back his cat. Where are... Oh, there's Squeak. Not sure where the others are. They are getting really good at hiding. We could always make the... I mean, I still think we had a pretty solid case as far as abandonment. Like, Ulysses still needed to be fed and everything, so they couldn't be... He couldn't be like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm just gonna, like, I had to leave town really quick on an emergency, you know, a family emergency or something, and be like, yeah, so, I'm ready to take my cats back now. Like, in most cases like that, it'd be like, whoever took care of the animals after you abandoned them, they are, you know, after a certain amount of time, yeah, those animals belong to that person. Simply because there is an expenditure as far as upkeeping the animals. I suppose he could have, you know, he might have had a case as far as getting them back because, you know, if he was willing to pay everything that Wishy, you know, it cost Wishy to keep those animals for him. Are we going to see that? Now, I do wonder if we're going to see Ulysses in the hat. Like, we've heard about Ulysses in this hat that he's supposed to wear. Keep waiting for the hum to come back. Sprucey, I'm delighted to tell you that with JJ the 13th out of the picture, you're now official guardian of Muckingham's mascot, Ulysses. Congratulations. Sorry, I should say former mascot. Ulysses will be delighted to learn that she is officially relieved of festival duties. Now that something. It's still slightly upsetting that nobody can get my name right. Like, even the lawyer can't get my name right. What the hell that was? Sounds like a car, but there's no car near. Bobby Wicks. Can't wait to see these roll by later. People have let them have it proper. People let them have it proper. Goat, duck, you carry the failings of the county on your backs. I doff my hat to you. You guys are really weird. A late millionaire left everything to whoever was willing to take care of his oh, yes. God, I can't remember what that was from either. But I know what you're talking about, yeah. So do you think Jeff Jefferson the 13th is going to keep his mouth shut, or do you think he's gonna rat on Blake Thrust? to go up here. Fine. You, come here. Get over here. That is one funky peacock. Yeah, I think you're right. This has got to be that town's float. It's too funky not to be. You know what? We should try that again. Wanted to say it was like Sparkleton, or was it Bucketon that had that? All right, I think that is everything. No? All right, let's come up here. There we go. Now I think that's everything on that one. Let's get the goat feller cleaned up. Which is very obviously, I think it's Pumpington? Well, might have been actually Muckingham because that's where the farm originally was. Oh right, yeah. Sparkleton only had the mall, so I'm thinking it was Bucketon that might have had that because they were they're kind of the downtrodden poor area. So they were like using that as their community center for the longest time. And then some mysterious person donated a shit ton of money and they could open it back up. Thor, what do you got for us? Okay, confession time. I have no clue on the others, but I did muck up Luber City's float. I even tried to pin it on Pumpington. I'm sorry, I saw someone had grubbed up our float and I lashed out. A stooge of a mayor just confessed to doing the Bucketon one. Or a stooge of the mayor's. I have to give it to you though, Thor. That peacock looks finesse. So yeah, the peacock is definitely Bucketon's. So I'm willing to bet this is probably Pumpkin's because that was where the farm was moved to after the gerrymandering. So so they would have like used that as their kind of their theme. Oh wait, you're not going to give me every single grape as an individual piece? Also, that is an... Oh wait, no, that's a gourd, isn't it? That's like a squash of some sort. Still, that thing's as big as my head. Did I get these? No, I didn't. There we go. I just thought about it. I'm like, hey, did I actually get that in piece? Don't remember seeing the thing, but
So yeah, story-wise, as far as like the wrap-up, man, this feels kind of rushed. How did you guys get like blue mud and grime and stuff? I am really kind of curious as to where you got the mud and muck and stuff that you threw on here. Now, is this the lamb you sacrifice in fall, or... Oh, it's duck. There's duck, too. All right. Goat and duck. I'm guessing not by the fact that the duck is like, you know, all up in that goat's private space. Wait, this is specifically a country goat? Do you guys have city goats here? I feel like this, I feel like there should be an explanation here. Like, why is this specifically a country goat? Hey Wishy, we're finally at the site of the merman now, preparing to put the gems back in position. Alright, I will await the incessant humming starting back up. First things first, the headstone. Make it sound like he's dead. That's back in. Waiting for the beam. You need the chest stone as well, Idjit. There it is. Well, the cake man will be happy. We can't see it from here? That's a ripoff. I figured it would have been a county-wide thing. Hey, don't forget what Blue Cerulean or Cerulean Sky told us. You need to revert. You need to flip the chest one around. I think if I remember right, this is the one where we need to leave the mouse for last. Okay, next up is the Heartstone. Technically, it's the necklace.
Back in, but nothing. Thought I was supposed to do something. You flip it around, you dumbass. Wait, didn't Cerulean say to give it a flip? Try it that way.
At least somebody was paying attention. Harper may be great at...
Wowzer. That second beam shot straight out of the Hearthstone. The merman's vibrating like a bee in a florist.
That's not good, is it? Oh, all right. Now you, Mr. Mouse, you are going to have to wait. Okay, so here we have the artists. Let me guess, you've got a dog on you, right? Where am I going to have to go this time to finish, to actually save the world? Wishy? What's going on? Wasn't that second beam supposed to do something? There's still no change with the volcano or the moon for that matter of fact. I think something's gone wrong with Cerillion's plan. I wish we could see the moon. Let me guess. I'm gonna have to go and clean like some other pacifist thing. Okay, maybe this is the disco one? I'm a little confused as to which one belongs to who, which one belongs to which. I mean, that one definitely looks disco. This one looks a bit more, though this one looks retro. It's like, this one looks like proper 80s retro. This one is definitely for the artists. Okay, so we have a plan. Sonia's gonna stay and secure the statue while I follow the beam wherever that's headed. Karen says you should join me up there as soon as you can. If her theory's correct, I'm gonna need you. Yeah, raccoon in a bucket. I'm not making any connections there. Well, no, because that's the thing. It's like when they said that, you know, that Thor dirtied up Pumpkins And then the gal from Pumpkin was like, yeah, okay, yeah, that mayor kind of had us all twisted around. By the way, love the peacock. So Buckton's was the peacock. Which, yeah, that would be, that's very obviously the disco. I'm just not sure. I don't remember where the theater and stuff was. Of course, maybe this is like, this might be the park, like Muckingham's Park District, maybe, or maybe just like the county park. Right, let's see if we can't make it. Oh my God, we can. I didn't think that was gonna actually work. It's such a ridiculous thing. See, if it was a beaver, I would say, hey, that it might be a reference to House Flipper. All right, Raccoon Step 5. Or one of 6. Okay. All right, there we go. So the raccoon is done. We have the base floor. Duck body. Did I not killing his bum right or something? Really? And yeah, there's 2 flowers. Mouse, mouse, mouse. Rear wheat. The riser strip. And a tail rear strip. All right, there we go. Now we should just have the mouse. Yes. All right, Monsieur Mouse. Your time has come. You have been a dirty, dirty boy for far too long. Surprised none of the cats are up looking at this mouse like, ooh, that's a big juicy boy. Yes, yes, squeaky clean. Rinson, you really are the scourge of all that is filth. I genuinely can't wait for all the celebrations to begin. Thank you so much. See you later. Bye. All right, I need to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back.
All right, and we're back. So let's go check our... Ooh, dear gods, we are like... I think our wall is just about as full as it can get. All right, and we are going to Mount Rushless. I followed the second beam all the way up Mount Rushless, and it's led me to this weird door on the side of the volcano. Don't know what you think, but it looks like it was built by the pacifists to me. Karen thinks the beam was designed to pass straight through, but the system's blocked up with dirt. We've cleared some of the community funds stolen by the mayor for you to do your thing up here. And Karen and Michelle will be watching on your feed, just in case. Good luck, buddy. 30 grand? They are paying us 30 grand? Holy shit. Really? Really? The Cake Man scooter is here. Hey, Squeak. Hey, Ulysses. Hey, Bubba's. So, yeah, definitely looks like the same group. Oh, wow. Okay. I was not expecting it to be like this vibrant blue under here. That was a little shocking. What's that scooter doing here? I'm gonna have to look around and see if I can find the owner. Oh no. Oh no. No way. The Cake Man of the retirement home. Was that Blake Thrust in disguise? Like, I'm guessing Blake is gonna show up here somewhere, somehow. But yeah, that is definitely the Cake Man's scooter. Or is that like, or was that actually like Cerulean Sky? Goodness me, look at this, Karen. It can't be all the pacifists, can it? Every fiber of my frontal cortex says, of course not. That would be worth more than the universe itself. But that's not true. Can't put a price on the universe. Means the universe contains everything in the, everything that we, all the money that you... Okay. So when we clean that, it, like, all of a sudden there's these runes show up? Because no runes. And then runes. Okay. That's kind of quirky. I don't care what your frontal cortex says. I want to know what the vibrating part of your brain says. You know, the part that's like in tune with this stuff? Or is supposedly in tune with this stuff? I want to know who I want to know who the cake man was. All right, Harper. I found the owner of the scooter. Lovely old boy called Rusty seems a bit confused and asked if I knew where the Bullseye grocery store was. Oh, that's right, because he followed the beam. I'm going to help him down the volcano, take him to the celebration. There's nothing I can do up here anyway. Meet us when you're done, yeah? Okay, that would explain why he was here, because yeah, he always followed the beam to the Bullseye store. And with the second beam, he's probably like, wait, what? Which one do I follow? He wasn't exactly the swiftest. Well, obviously, this is not all we're going to have to clean.
You're in. It's all on you now, Sprucey. You know what to do. Clean? I'm gonna guess clean. There we go. Let's go ahead and use our one extension. I think we're going to need the green nozzle for most of this, because this seems a little bit tougher. No pressure, Sprucey, but the moon is nearing the point of no return. You're our only hope. I've been your only hope for years. Don't wish no pressure on a power washer, Chrissy. That's asking for trouble. Good point. As you were, Sprucey. Okay, some of the markings on this thing just look like dirt, which is kind of a cheap trick. That's a good question. Maybe we should check on the moon. Yep. That ain't right. You guys stay out here. I'm sure it's safer. So how much money have we made? 400 bucks. Thankfully, the beam doesn't hurt. There we go. You know, I don't know if I have any of my equipment. I don't think I do. I haven't seen any ladders or anything. You know, these guys left a lot to chance. Like, this whole cave system could have collapsed over the last however long this has been here. Like, they took a big old fat chance on it still being around. I mean, I guess they didn't really have much to lose. Of course, I'm sure when they were when the pacifists were still around, they probably came up here on a regular basis, like making sure everything's all right, oiling the door, cleaning shit. Wow, that really brightens the place up, doesn't it? No, I did not ever plan on being inside Mount Rushless. That is true. I mean, not that one ever wants to be inside of a volcano. That usually ends poorly for, you know, the person. Back on terra firma.
I'm with Rusty and Detergento just in time to see the festivities kick off. Perfect timing. How you getting on up there? Hope you're getting somewhere, bud. Yeah, I know the moon is going haywire. It's I do have multiple power washers. You know, one of you guys could come back up here and like grab a washer and help. Just saying. I'll even buy you a spanking clean new uniform. Yeah, that is true. Okay, so what the why does it look like there is something missing here? Oh, that's right. Well, I mean, as we've seen in the past, the pacifists were able to like hide gems out of phase until everything in the area was clean. mean, we are halfway through, halfway there, so. It's not as bad as the temple in the first game. There's no, like, highly detailed frickin' statue of us. You should see the parade, Wishy. It's amazing. Everyone's really gone to town. You know, I am trying to save the world here. It's so nice seeing everyone to come. Again, I am trying to save the world. It's kind of rude of you to be like, yeah, everybody came together. It's like, except for me. I'm working my way through the inside of a fucking volcano trying to keep your asses from dying because you decided to elect that Jefferson the 13th to county mayor. You're like, oh, you should see this. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's like, fuck you. You know, I'm beginning to wonder if I even want to save this world. I mean, this is where I keep all my stuff, but still. Like, everybody else gets to go out and have a good time, except for me. Because somebody's got to clean up all this shit. Like, look, the 30 grand is nice, but still. Right? Like, you know, the guy who made sure that all of your, you know, that all of your floats were were clean and looking good. The guy who proved that the mayor was still bad. While you were all just like kissing his ass. So I gather that the gyms were under like some kind of like have some kind of magical property that as they, you know, everybody that tried to take every vehicle that tried to take them out of the county was suddenly hit by a dust storm. A very mysterious dust storm at that. All right, that's all of those things. I'm sorry, conduit? Capacitor? What the fuck am I cleaning? There comes the floats. Wow, the people from Luber City are really going for their synchronized dance routine. If I wasn't seeing this with my eyes, I wouldn't think it was physically possible. You know, Harper, I'm gonna need you to move the fuck out of my building. You are no longer welcome in my, you know, in your little office in my fucking business. Flux inhibitor. Yeah, okay, so this is sounding weirder and weirder and more like a time machine. Which, you know, I mean, I will say, the gal who, you know, the Judy Punch was right that we did need to come into the volcano. I don't think this is Blake Thrust's handiwork, though. I don't think he could come up with something like this if his life depended on it. I don't think he came up with half the stuff that was on his jet even. Like, seriously. I'm pretty sure he's like Elon Musk. He just throws cash at something. It's like, here, do the thing and I'm gonna take credit for it. I am growing more and more concerned as we clean this thing as to what the hell it's gonna do when it's turned on. I mean, the temple that we cleaned in the last game was kind of like a reset switch for the volcano. So that the statue's, you know, beam would like be able to just like calm everything down. Okay, Pumpkin Float might look less like a spectacle, but let me tell you, Annie and a few monks are gonna give up are up there giving the gritty everything. Duck and goat are amazing too. Any revelers who get too close to that float and they're serving them. Okay, again, you could just shut the fuck up, enjoy your fun, and, you know, not make me regret coming to see you up here. Next time you guys are in trouble and you're, you know, something that the mayor did is about ready to fuck up the world, I'm just gonna let you guys handle it. I'm just gonna say, fuck you, I am staying home. I will turn down a $30,000 paycheck just to watch you guys squirm. Well, now that's convenient. I was just thinking, I'm like, well, I wonder where okay, so it's obviously going to be redirected. It's like, oh, yep. Big old hole in the ceiling leading straight to the moon. I guess today is Alice's day. I mean, I do remember one person was saying something about like they were wanting to do a light show that would, a light show like no other. Though I suppose they're gonna get their wish. So I'm pretty sure ain't nobody seen a light show like we're gonna put on. That's over here. Ooh, ow, thank you. That was bright. All right. Here comes the Muckingham float. Wait, that Indian park warden up there? It is! Parky looks incredible in the hat and ginger hat costume. He's body popping. Honestly, I didn't think he had it in him. I don't think he's gonna have it in him for long. Dude's old as fuck. So that was their big idea was, hey, we're just gonna have somebody put on a costume and wear the hat. I guess that makes sense. I still think you guys should have had, like, you know... I still think they should have had, like, a power washer or something as their mascot now. Yeah, I think that's the new plan, is just dress somebody up in a costume that looks like Ulysses. Like, you guys do realize she had 2 kittens, right? Like, you can continue the tradition with her kids. Although, which one? Maybe that's why they're just like, nah, we're just gonna have somebody dress up as Ulysses. Wait, I don't get the 30 grand until after? I mean, usually the money that I'm making off of the job is, like, distributed evenly across everything that I clean. All right, so what do we have? Stairs energy crystal cluster. I thought pathetic siphon insulator. These mean nothing to me. Okay, you are not glowing. I think. Not like proper glowing. There we go. Now there we go. Dia crystal and crystal bracket. Aha. So it is the crystal from the planet that, you know, the planet that crashed into Earth. God, you are tough. All right, fine. You know what? Oh, really? Really? Fine, we'll break out old Trusty here. Okay. Wishy, I have no idea how, but you've done it again. Now get yourselves outside quick as you can. The fireworks are starting. Oh, they got little wash emblems on their collars. Or at least Ulysses does. The other two don't even have collars. One of them had a heart in its fur.
Let it flow, it's only just begun. Let us show your best is yet to come, and everything will glow with the rising sun.
Wow, that is really loud. God, that fucking house.
'Cause the best is yet to come. Feels like time for change when chaos leaves from every page. Maybe it's a sign to clear the fragments line by line. See your worries fade, each trace removed, each scene remade. Still your minds and breathe, cut through the noise to find the peace. Let it flow, it's only just begun. Let it show your best is yet to come. And everything will glow with the rising sun.
Then we turn to our red uniform.
Let it flow, 'cause the best is yet to come. Cloudy skies will clear, your hopes and dreams all reappear. Once you find the flow, to leave behind what you outgrow. The morning breaks the spell of stories that you used to tell.
I love how it's
Now
like,
you're on
even
your way.
in the time lapse, it's like, all right, that's
Step
enough.
into
We're
a
just cutting.
brighter day. Let it flow, it's only just begun. Let it show your best is yet to come. And everything will glow with the rising sun. Let it flow, 'cause the best is yet to come. And I'm seeing grime all over the place, and I'm cleaning with dirt all over my face. I love this feeling, I know I'm not dreaming. Let it flow, it's only just begun. Let it show your best is yet to come. And everything will glow with the rising sun.
Damn, that's what the birdhouse
Let it
was.
flow, 'cause
That's
the
got to be
best
the
is
big ass
yet to
truck that the
come.
guy at the gas station was talking about. Thanks for washing. I didn't realize that one of them had a heart in the fur. All right, so now we can actually come in here and say, hey, let's just... We should be able to, like, buy everything. There we go. Now we have bought everything we can for that. And we still have 15 bucks left over. All right, let's buy the chair. Now the light blue they just added recently. Like I think just a couple days ago or so. All right, so now we have everything. And surely there's got to be something else, right? Cake Man, Town with No Cats. Well, nothing about the moon finally calming the fuck down. All right, which one is it that's got the little heart? Okay, it's Squeak that's got the heart. Oh, there was? I didn't notice that. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right, so yeah, that's it for the main game, at least. Okay, they do have things like labeled out. I do appreciate the gothic look stuff. Like, that is one tall fucking chair, though, man. All right, let's go ahead and clean one more. Now, I don't know if we can get some of the achievements in free play or if it has to be in the normal gameplay. We'll go to the scooter free play. And we'll try it because one of the achievements I know is using the tri-tip for an entire job.
Yep, okay, we can. So yeah, three-pronged approach. All right. Of course, we don't get any money for that. I don't think we get anything for that.
Good gods, what the hell is some of this stuff? Let's take a look at this. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, Superwash service. Except for that's not our name. Or we have the Turbo Wash cleaning services. Looks like a pink ambulance. Or we have Luscious Washing Cleaning Service. Okay, that is just peculiar. Anyway. All right, so it is Fridays, and we finish it off, so we'll start something new on Monday. I am thinking we may go ahead and take a look at Slime Rancher 2. That is one that I had gotten in on the alpha, but they have since released it. I think they released it fully in September. So we may go ahead and do that. And then, of course, tomorrow we have Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2, and Crime Scene Cleaner. We have the second of the community stuff, so we'll probably do that. Anyway, as always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to prod that subscribe button. Also, we do have merch available in the top link in the description down below. Takes you to our fourth wall page where we have our Ollamh Productions Powerwash simulator themed shirt. We have sweatshirts, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, muscle shirts. We have caps, mugs, the whole 9 yards. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below. They're all down there, including the permanent invite for the Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Oh.